Book number 1. Escape from Camp Boring by Tom Mitchell. After Will is caught on his phone in class again, his mom has had enough. Will is sent to a camp for kids addicted to technology. Not only is the camp a screen-free snooze fest, Will realizes he has accidentally taken something of his brother's that he must return urgently. With no way of contacting him, Will and his 3 new friends plot to escape the camp in the middle of the night and embark on a ridiculous journey through the woods. Left to their own devices with no devices, these hapless heroes must make it back to civilization in time to return Will's smuggled cargo and avoid being defeated by the great outdoors in the process. This is a wild, laugh-out-loud adventure through the not-so-great outdoors. And yes, there is a llama in this story. Book number 2. Girls Solve Everything. Stories of Women Entrepreneurs Building a Better World by Catherine Thimish. In honor of Women's History Month, we share this book about women all over the globe asking questions that affect lives and creating businesses that answer them. Learn about Jane Chen, who invented a device to save premature newborns. Then there's Nadia Hamilton, who created an ingenious app to help millions of people with special needs redefine their world step by step. Read about Jane Addams, who helped people who were poor try to improve their lives and escape poverty by building the Hull House. Check out this book, which is inspiring today's kids to learn from entrepreneurs and take on some of the world's biggest problems, one solution at a time. Book number 3. Wayward Creatures by Dana Lawrence. 12-year-old Gabe doesn't know where he belongs anymore. His family is caught up in their own lives, and his friends barely have time for him. In a desperate plea for attention to impress his friends after school, Gabe sets off fireworks in the woods near his house and causes a small forest fire that destroys several acres. In the chaos of the destruction, a coyote named Rill finds herself far from home. Already on animal control watch for wandering into a backyard and snapping at a child, Rill struggles to find a new home. Gabe and Rill's paths cross when Gabe is tasked to clean up the forest through the court's justice program. In this animal friendship story between a young boy and a wayward coyote, they discover that sometimes it only takes one friend to find the place where you belong. Book number 4. Donut Delivery. A beginning chapter book series called Donut Dreams by Coco Simon, the author of Cupcake Diaries. Casey is planning lots of fun things to do over spring break with her BFF Lindsay, but her parents ruin her plans when they tell her she has to join them on a family trip. Casey is devastated until things take a surprising turn for the better when she runs into her summer crush, Matt. Matt is still as cute and smart as Casey remembers, and the trip gives her a new idea to make donut dreams even more famous. Book number 5. Noah McNichol and the Backstage Ghost by Martha Freeman. Break a leg. That's what you say to actors when you mean have a great show. Anything else is bad luck. But when Miss Magnus, the drama teacher, literally breaks her leg, Noah McNichol and the rest of the 6th grade are left without a director for their production of Hamlet. But then, out of nowhere, a strange guy appears. His name is Mike. He tells Noah he has theater experience, and then disappears. Does Mike care more that his new director might be a ghost, or about getting to make his stage debut? As things get weirder and weirder, one thing becomes clear: the show must go on, and Noah will do whatever it takes to make that happen. Book number 6. Birdie's Bargain by 2-time Newbery medalist Katherine Patterson. Birdie made a bargain with God. The promise she made in return for God keeping her daddy safe. But now she's mad and scared. Birdie's daddy has left to serve his 3rd tour in Iraq and will be gone for an entire year. Birdie, her mom, and her baby brother have moved into Grandma's house. Bertie was so angry at him for leaving again she didn't even say goodbye. She doesn't have any friends except Alicia Marie, the bossy girl who lives around the corner. Bertie questions, why do bad things happen to good people? Bertie's faith is tested, and Grandma reminds her of God's faith and glory. Readers of all faiths and backgrounds, especially children of military families, will identify with and root for Unforgettable Bertie. Book number 7. Hardy Boys, Clue Book number 1, The Video Game Bandit, by Franklin W. Dixon. The Hardy Boys, brothers Frank and Joe Hardy, solve mysteries around town. Everyone loves video games, especially the Hardy Boys. Read along with these brothers Frank and Joe as they solve a video game mystery right in their hometown of Bayport. The scene, Mr. and Mrs. Freeman's backyard. The facts, raffle to raise money for Bayport Bandits baseball team. The crime, a raffle prize goes missing. Suspect number 1, 2 mysterious kids walking out of the party with cords and cables under their shirts. Suspect number 2, the waiters from the Forks and Knives Catering Company. Suspect number 3, Kendall, who was sneaking around the prizes before the raffle began. The mission, read this book to help Frank and Joe find out who the video game bandit is.
Game over.
Book number 8. The Bookshop of Dust and Dreams by Mindy Thompson. Poppy's family owns and runs Rhyme and Reason, a magical bookshop that caters to people from all different places and time periods. Customers hail from the past and the future, infusing the shop with a delightful mix of ideas and experiences. Poppy knows all of the rules handed down from one generation of shopkeeper to the next, especially their most important one. They must never use the magic for themselves. She needs to make a decision bigger than she ever dreamed, and the fate of the bookshop hangs in the balance. Book number 9. Honest June by Tina Wells. For June Jackson, middle school is hard enough. She's a people pleaser. She'll do everything she can to be the perfect student, daughter, and friend, even if it means ignoring her own feelings sometimes. When the pressures reach new heights, will honest June finally be able to break free and tell the whole truth and nothing but? When a fairy godmother grants her the ability to tell only the truth all the time, she wonders, is it a blessing or a curse? And book number 10. This book is the 2022 Newbery Award winner for Best Book of the Year, The Last Quintista by Donna Barba Higuera. Earth has been destroyed by a comet. Only a few hundred scientists and their children have been chosen to journey to a new planet. They are the ones who must carry on the human race. Among them is a girl named Petra Peña, who wanted nothing more than to be a storyteller like her abuelita. Now it is hundreds of years later, and Petra wakes to this new planet and the discovery that she is the only person who remembers Earth. A sinister collective has taken over the ship during its journey, bent on erasing the sins of humanity's past. They have systematically purged the memories of all aboard. Petra alone now carries the stories of our past, and with them any hope for our future. Can she make them live again? This story takes us on a brilliant journey through the stars to the very heart of what makes us human. I give these books a 10 out of 10. This is Miss Annette. I sure hope you enjoyed this book talk. Until next time, keep on reading.